It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans under the lights on Sunday night.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
The term generational talent, Mike, it gets thrown around, I feel a little bit too loosely these days, but you could argue if there's one guy worthy of that description, it's Williams. I mean, only time's going to tell how accurate it is, but when you watch him play, it becomes abundantly clear. This guy has everything you want in a franchise quarterback. The arm talent's obvious, but it's the ability to make those off-script plays, right, in the midst of chaos that make him such an interesting prospect. You know what the best part is, though, Mike, really? We get a first-hand look to see exactly how he's developing over these next couple hours.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And for the 2nd straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield.
And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans defend.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
If there's going to be a poster child for just how flawed the pre-draft process can be at times, I think this guy's at the top. I mean, just think, last year, people are nitpicking him going into his rookie year. He can't do this, he can't do that. And what does he do? He comes out and has arguably the greatest rookie quarterback season in NFL history, not only bringing his franchise back to life, but really establishing himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league.
And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and now it's 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
As to the longtime Charger, it's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
As to the former Charger, Gerald Everett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Second and 7. On the bootleg, it's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0.
14, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Gonna set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Back-to-back 3 and outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 after 42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He runs with it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Dell motioning over. On play action, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Whoa! And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Bears. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 96 yards. Touchdown, Houston. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. DeAndre Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The veteran Keenan Allen and the rest of the Bears offense heading out to take over once again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment. 2nd down and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. To throw it again, it's Williams. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Williams to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. A play fake. Now, under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears gonna extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. 11 yards on the pass there. First down for Houston.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Dell motioning over. They'll give this to Mixon, running right.
On balls at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stroud digs on the reception. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. Dell motioning over. On third down, here's a run by Mixon. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. To throw is Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. to the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain of play. 1st down, Chicago.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he gets this up close to the 40. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, it's Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to run for it.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He finds his big tight end, Everett. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A second down throw for Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Stroud to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score.
And he will score! Game on! Take down! Touchdown, Texans! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. On fourth down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, fourth-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's 1st down. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now he'll run. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Velus Jones going to bring it out. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Okay, they get the timeout called. They got one big play. Can they do it again? Don't go anywhere. Set to go now on first and 10. Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but somehow it's right on the money, and this has been an incredible finish to this ballgame.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everyone.